like to call the meeting in order. It's 5:30. Do we have any additions to the agenda? I don't see any.
I think that we have a removal from the agenda, so considering the fact that we do not have Selena Barton here to discuss the vacancy tax, I propose that we move that to a future discussion.
Well, I don't mind discussing the vacancy tax a little bit, actually. I
Okay,
mean, I wouldn't mind discussing a little bit. I realize it may not be the final discussion. But I don't mind having pre-conversation with the rest of the members of the select board.
Okay.
Because I have some thoughts about it, but I don't really know. So I'd say we'll leave it on.
Okay.
Even though we maybe could. So I don't hear anything else about additions or removals. I'd like to review the minutes from February 9th.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes.
second,
Any further discussion?
Yes, I do. Well, now it's discussion. When when we're talking about the Park Service, it says the Vermont National Park Service and then NPS. Is there a National Vermont Park Service? Is that the correct language?
I
Or is
took
it
that
Vermont Park
from the
Service?
Selectboard memo. I assume that means the Vermont office of the National Park Service, but I don't know. I was just copying from the memo.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you doing that, Carl. So that I just,
But you think it should say VNPS, perhaps? Instead of NPS?
it does. I just never heard of the Vermont National Park Service, Vermont Park Service, but anyway, it's semantic. It's not that big. a deal.
I would have to look up the acronym. I don't
Okay.
recall it.
Okay. My motion still stands without any changes then.
You don't have anything else to say besides that?
Well, I got lots to say,
I don't want to hear the rest of it.
but on the minutes, I don't. I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I missed who seconded that.
I did.
Thank you, John.
Anybody else have any correction comments about the February 9th minutes?
I wrote them, so I don't.
Well, you're.
I think they're super. It's a copy.
Nicely done.
Sure.
Okay,
Yes.
all those
Yes.
in favor of approving the minutes, please say aye.
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 Guys, appear to have it as you haven't. Minutes are approved. Public comment. I see some warm bodies in here. Are they public comment? Are they public? It's open to construction or construing, whatever. Okay. So let's move on to the next item. Consideration of the East Montpelier Trails Incorporated easement and MOU.
So I think the thing that that you guys were asked to look at was the insurance question. And the attorney had been in touch with you, I think, about insurance that we had requested and was going to talk to you guys about whether that was going to satisfy the desire for insurance on your behalf for us.
Sure.
Did that happen?
Well, that's a convoluted way of saying that. We were thinking about insurance.
There's a simpler way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so did you look into insurance?
So I presented a policy to him.
Yeah.
And I asked if he had an opinion
Yeah,
on the policy. He said, as your attorney, he wouldn't, but that's fine. But it's yes, so we have a quote for a policy. They're not easy to find, period.
yeah,
So it took a long time to even find something that resembled what we actually, would want. And so it exists. And then he asked if we would have it requoted at lower limits. So we did have it requoted. It went from, I think, roughly 2,600 a year to roughly 2,200 a year, I think, to get those limits cut in half.
it went down? No.
Yeah,
It's on the other.
Yes,
Okay.
we got the limits lowered,
Okay,
and so our rate went down.
okay,
So that policy exists as an option that we can get, and the last word I had with your attorney was that he would talk to you about some potential accommodation, and that's where the conversation ended.
okay.
Potential accommodation regarding the insurance.
That was where the conversation ended.
Okay,
So I don't know where he picked it up with you guys and what he presented to you as far as ideas or options for either requiring or not requiring
Well, so
insurance.
my understanding at the end of the meeting that we had was that an MOU was gonna be our substitute for actually being on the easement.
No,
So
no.
that's what
So
my understanding was, but you're saying that your perception is that we are gonna be a whole.
yes, yep, so if I might, the idea that I believe is still sort of in draft form. Excuse me, I'm getting over something, is that there's two documents. There is the easement document and there is this MOU. Right now, the MOU is particular to this easement. The lawyer and I have had a discussion, why would we have it particular? Why wouldn't we just have the MOU as a general agreement going forward? He said, yes, going forward, that is a possibility we can explore. It wasn't his understanding, that was the point of it in this particular case. So as it stands right now, there is an easement and there is an MOU. And the proposal is that we are both on the easement. And that the MOU is simply an agreement between our organization and the select board on how the trails will be managed, that you are a co-holder on the easement of.
Okay.
And I don't remember where the license or where the insurance reference is. Is it in the easement or the MOU? Do you remember that?
No, sorry.
I mean,
Insurance was definitely discussed. But
yeah,
it wasn't, we never really nailed it down that.
so there's a,
I think we discussed it.
section
privately.
6 in the draft MOU,
Okay.
and that's about cost insurance and indemnification.
Okay. So I think all of that conversation happened when I was out, so I'm not sure what that conversation was around the insurance, but.
So just to let you know where we are with that, we had the conversation at the last meeting while you were out.
Right.
And then the attorney Jim Barlow was going to get back to us. We have the document that you can see on the website. It's on the website for this meeting, draft MOU and draft easement. I don't know if there are any changes in the draft easement.
No.
So, okay, so that's there, and we have not discussed it amongst ourselves, and he has not discussed it with us.
Okay. So I think that,
Well, he was saying that it'd be a good idea to get it on this meeting agenda. To start reviewing it. That's what I saw the last meeting, which was like today,
Okay.
or 2 days ago, whatever.
Okay.
but I think the only outstanding question is this one of insurance, and then once that particular question gets addressed, then we would go back and get the easement and the MOU redrafted in final version with the, insurance question answered, and then available for presentation.
So one of the things we discussed at the meeting was, if the town is a co-holder, then we would be involved with rights of people on the trail, and we would be the final arbitrator of arguments, discussions that happen.
I think to have this discussion, we need to all to have read the MOU, is that?
Okay, that lays that out.
Yeah.
Okay, so I haven't read the MOU.
Okay.
Okay, so that was the answer to the MOU.
That's a rest, that's a
Yeah.
rest.
Yeah, because it really what's, the way it's structured is that, we are the primary holder and you are a secondary
Correct.
holder. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it really puts the onus, on us
Okay,
initially,
Yeah.
and then you guys only
Yeah.
have a responsibility if we fail.
that's how we discussed it, that's
Yeah.
correct,
Yeah.
yep, that's correct. So the only other question then that we're talking about is the insurance.
Correct. I believe that's true. Yeah, we believe, from our perspective, that's true.
And let me ask you this, Bill, I don't know if this is even possible, and this is just something I thought of today as I've been preparing for this meeting. But think about personal inheritance. If I want Seth to inherit my car, for example, then, while I'm alive, then he has no say over how I drive my car, what I do to it, anything like that. And then when I die, it just is in my will, and Seth gets my car. Is there anything like that with easements so that we don't have to be involved in any way, but EMTI and its articles of incorporation or something like that says in the event that we cease to exist, then our easements go to the town of East Montpelier, if not otherwise spoken for?
Why would they revert to the town every other easement is, let me just make sure. I understand.
That's why I use that, if not otherwise spoken for.
Okay,
So for all the easements that we have that have no co-easement holder, they go to the town of East Montpelier as the new easement holder.
we have none that do not have co-easement holders.
Except the one that we're talking about right
That
now.
will be the only one.
Exactly.
Right,
But we're imagining a universe in the future
yes.
where you might have others and we might be backstop. That's why we're talking about an MOU that would be broader than just this one property, right?
Potentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, but by default, you do become. When
That's correct.
when we cease to fulfill our responsibilities,
Right.
you by default do become the primary co-holder on the easement.
That's what it says.
Right, but what I'm saying is it possible to have another arrangement where we're not even mentioned in the easement?
Oh,
But there's something in your founding documents and your
I,
articles of incorporation that then bequeath
well, you.
that easement to us
I
upon
mean,
your
you have-
demise.
What would make you decide to accept that as an idea in preference to the current one we're suggesting?
Because, and I don't know, but
Yeah.
I would want to talk it over with my fellow select board members and the lawyer. But a possible advantage is that, we have no liability connection to it as long as the MTI is open. We have no pressure on us to do anything about it, because we can't. It's not ours. It's like, Seth would have no pressure on him to do anything about fixing my brakes.
But isn't it, in effect, it's the same thing, because
Yeah.
you have no liability as it's currently written either.
Right. That's how I read it.
That's the intent.
You would-
Whether or not it reads, whether or not it is that way, we can discuss, but that is certainly the intent.
Yeah, I understand that that's an intent, and I've also heard the discussion about deep pockets. And if we are anywhere near the easement, then somebody who wants to sue about the trail could also decide to include the town in it.
So I'm just running with your hypothetical here.
Sure.
Our pockets are very shallow,
Exactly.
and so would a legal process basically run through our very shallow pockets, and you inevitably become the deep pockets in either situation.
But if you indemnify us, then it's not an issue, I guess.
But how do we indemnify with virtually no pockets?
Yeah. Okay, so the point of my question was not to hash out whether this was a good idea or a bad idea. The point was to find out whether you had any experience, any knowledge of anything like this.
Okay.
It sounds like you don't.
Definitely
And it may be a horrible idea, but it's something for us to discuss.
I thought that was part of the point of the insurance. The
I think-
insurance is to cover us, but primarily because they don't have any assets.
Right.
We do. So we have insurance to cover.
Mhm.
That's what I got.
I think we'd have to look pretty closely at what the insurance actually does.
Okay,
Because the set of exclusions in
yeah,
the insurance policy makes me ask Jim.
Yeah.
Why are we doing this?
right,
And so I think
Correct.
we would have to have a better understanding between us.
right,
If insurance is gonna be a necessary part of the MOU,
right.
then we need to be comfortable that it's actually covering.
It's doing
items.
something.
Yeah,
The
Yeah.
bar is pretty high. Bar,
which is,
understand.
that's why I asked him, does he have an opinion on this?
Yeah,
Okay.
correct.
So I think we're still,
Yeah,
I think we're
it's
still need
it's
to
kind of
explore
a
this.
gray area.
Do you want to commit to reading this and inviting Jim to a future meeting to? talk
Well, I'd
about
like to get it done. I'm not in favor of continuing this forever. So what's the quickest way to get to goal here?
Well,
Invite him, do something,
yeah,
work with him a little bit more.
sure, I'm fine
Why
with
don't you
that.
flesh out the insurance question,
that would
if
be
you
fine
have
with me.
questions about it, and so do we.
Okay,
And then we need to get to the final opinion from him,
yeah,
and
whether, yeah,
then we come in with sort of finished product, and then we can go from there.
I'm good with that. I'm
Alright.
basically gonna ask him,
Yeah.
will the insurance policy that we have suggested
Yeah.
or we have provided,
Right.
be acceptable
Right.
from the town's perspective?
Correct,
And then that's a question for us, right?
Ultimately, you have to decide.
ultimately, yeah, but
Based on his opinion.
we need his opinion,
I would
number one.
agree.
Number two, you've never had insurance before.
Correct.
And that was probably for these reasons, is the bar is pretty high for someone to be successful in suing you or the town.
Extremely high.
Yes,
Yes,
so that's why it hasn't been insurance.
right,
One of the reasons.
yes.
And is the idea that the town would increase its appropriation for the Trails Committee to cover the insurance premium?
I don't know what
I don't know.
Jim was referring to with the
Yeah.
word accommodation, so I can't say for sure.
Yeah,
we should find out.
I think we need, I mean, he's done his work. We have a draft MOU to look at. I think we should invite him back to the meeting and have a closed session with him.
I'm happy to do a quick preview with him on that to be
Yeah.
sure he's answering the right question
Yeah.
for you. I think that we could narrow the focus. Well,
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Okay.
You know, the focus.
Yeah.
We'll put it on our agenda, he can come in, you can come in,
sounds good.
blah, blah.
Sounds
Let's get it done.
I think that sounds fine.
Okay, thank
you. Yep,
All
sounds
right.
good.
Yeah,
Uh,
just real quick, just with enough advanced time, because I'd like to, instead of at the meeting, see what the insurance policy is. I think that's the liability and costs. So give us some, enough time to get a chance to read and scrub it before meeting. That's, instead of the day before or an hour before.
I'll provide it to you as soon as I can, and then you can decide
right,
when the right time is to put it on the
Yeah.
agenda. We're fine
if
with
we can
that.
get it a few days before, and then we have a chance to look at it.
Fine with that.
Blah, blah.
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay,
Sounds good.
and are you okay with me emailing Jim, bouncing him with this personal
sure, go ahead.
inheritance idea? Okay.
Yeah, okay, so what would be good for you, Carl, is if you get your questions in on that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't hold up anything
Yeah,
more
but-
with questions.
Yeah.
Let's get them answered before we have a meeting,
Mhm.
so we can kind of get to a conclusion here. This is kind of dragging out. You know what I mean? It's death by 1,000 cuts,
You don't want to see me here anymore.
No, it's okay, but it's okay, we love seeing you.
Don't try.
That, what I should have said?
It's your choice.
Okay, that's all good.
All right.
Okay. So, the Dodge Road thing, you wanna do an executive session?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, so I move that the select board finds that premature general public knowledge of the Dodge Road discussion would clearly place the town of East Montpelier or a person involved at a substantial disadvantage.
Can we include the other item, something like that?
Yeah, we can go into double, and not only Dodge Road, but also the discussion to recover Bennett Cemetery.
Okay.
second that.
You second that? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye. And I move to enter executive session to discuss the Dodge Road question and the request to recover Bennett Cemetery under 1 VSA 313A1.
I have a question. Can I have a
Yes.
question?
Yeah.
Since I brought this topic to the agenda, what's the question that you think you're addressing? I mean,
Yeah,
Which one?
Your,
Which item?
your, for Dodge Road is your email that we
Yes.
were addressing.
but,
So we want you here during the executive session. for
Okay.
that.
okay, I just knew I was the context, so.
Yeah.
Gotcha,
Okay,
Okay,
fine.
so then we want others to please give us a little bit of time. Give us a-
I'm needing a second for that motion.
yeah, we
I'll
need a
second
second.
that. Yep, I think Bill did.
All those in favor, please say aye.
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 She can say it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rosie. That is exactly what I wanted to say. I would love to table this discussion for another month, if that's possible, after town meeting.
Okay,
I'm happy to have a brief discussion, but I really think it's worthy of it merits a much longer discussion, and I'm just not in the frame of mind for it.
all right. That's fine.
Is that okay to table it until you
Sure.
pick the date?
Yeah, fine, and maybe, as a select board members can flesh out their thoughts about the vacancy tax, but there are other towns that do have it, so. I've looked into it a little bit myself and, you know, it'll give us some time to digest some more information about it.
Are you aware, Selena, of other towns that have a vacancy tax in Vermont?
Yes, but I'd like to give you like a really good, well-researched comparison study, and it's just mainly a very practical tool, and it ultimately is about fairness for primary residents who carry the burden, the tax burden of the town, and so it helps to shoulder some of that by encouraging reinvestment in our key village properties that are underutilized and often empty. And so I think it is actually a really practical economic tool. And there's some, I'll give you those case studies. I'd like to do a really good research study. You deserve it. If maybe a month from now, I could give you really good data.
Okay.
Okay.
I just real quick, I remember numerous years ago, not that long, because I haven't been here that long, but there was some talk in Montpelier, because some of the office space, some of the stores downtown, a specific landowner was keeping that off the market for whatever reasons. We don't have to get into that. And they floated that idea and it died. So just, I know
It's
there's-
actually
you're
becoming
talking-
incredibly popular right now. It's not
Huh?
me. This is a big one. This is coming statewide. It's going to come through a number of other towns. I got a whiff of this from a state level contact, and so it's coming.
I'd like to hear about it. Sure.
Yeah, terrific.
Positive.
Thank you.
Yep.
Well, thank you, Selena.
Thank you.
Condolences.
I'm so sorry to cop
Sorry.
out tonight. Thank you. I'll
Not a
see you
big
at
deal.
town meeting. Thank you
Take
both.
care.
Thank you all. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks.
Okay, so we still have a few minutes left. The next thing is discuss second hearing date for the town plan. So have we had one hearing? We've had one. We haven't had any hearings.
No, March
No.
2nd
Oh, March 2nd is one?
is the one we decided on the last
Yeah.
time. And then April 6th is what the PC chair recommended.
Okay,
Which April 6th? Yes. 5 o'clock.
okay. That's a good review.
I assume that's the first Monday in April, yes.
Sounds
Fine with
good.
me.
Fine with me. Okay, so that's resolved.
That was quick.
Oh, yeah,
Lisa,
yes.
I think this gentleman over here was here to talk to you about the Bennett Cemetery.
Oh. Right. Well, we discussed it, but we can, go ahead,
You'll do it right from here?
whatever you'd like,
Okay.
whatever you feel comfortable with. But I can tell you, we did make a decision already. And I can tell you what it is. We're gonna get in contact with the landowner. And we would like to explore what we've done with another cemetery that we discovered a few years ago. What the commission or committee decided to do, what our maintenance is on that cemetery. But personally, I would like to see that cemetery cleaned up and establish some sort of fence around it.
Talking about Bennett.
Yes, but I wanna find out, there was another cemetery that we discovered, they were excavating up on Sparrow Farm Road. I went up there and I found a bunch of gravestones stacked up,
Where are you talking about?
Sparrow Farm
Get the,
Road. There was a cemetery up there,
I'm,
an old one,
what road are you talking about?
Sparrow Farm Road,
It's on the other side of town.
yes, but we found another cemetery up
I
there.
know about all those cemeteries. Does it have a name of any kind?
I don't know what we're calling it now. But it was old and I found the gravestones stacked up. And
Is it in
so,
the town of East Montpelier?
Yes.
Maybe since you moved from town though, it's like
Sparrow Farm Road.
10 years ago.
Yeah, so we reestablished that cemetery. And I wanna find out what we've been doing to that. In the meantime, we put the stones back up somewhere. And I'm not sure what we're doing for the maintenance of that.
I guess I don't know where you're talking about that.
That's all right,
But
So-
anyway,
that's okay,
the Bennett, so do you want me to talk to you?
sure. Give me a couple things.
Okay. My name is Mo Cerruti, and I'd like to say hi to Seth. I haven't seen Doug
Hi,
in a
Mo.
long time. And I'd like to say hi to Alan. Is he gone?
He's-
Alan Goldman.
Yeah.
And, I owned Riverbend store for 10 years,
Yeah,
and I'm the self-appointed mayor of North Montpelier.
okay,
Because I was brought there when I was a little teeny baby. And my grandparents owned the house that's still standing near where the mill sat. Grant and Grammy Wheeler owned that house for 65 years, and it's on the other side of the road from the Sibley house. Right, and so, and I served on the East Montpelier Cemetery Commission with Polly and Elliot Morris. Polly Coburn.
yeah,
And I guess you guys don't have a cemetery commission anymore, huh?
Just
we have a committee,
Yeah, but I saw the last minutes they had was in 2019. Are they doing anything?
the committee is, it's now a committee. It's kind of under the town, it's not as separate as it used to be when it was a commission. But now it's a committee, and there's still people on it that help with the cemetery,
So
so there's still people there,
do we know who they are?
yes, we do,
Okay,
yeah,
so
we have a list.
they're the people that I should be dealing with then.
Well, Rosie is on it, correct?
Yeah.
And who else was?
Emily Goyette
Yep,
and Mark Lane.
Well, I would like to be part of renovating the Bennett.
You wanna join the cemetery committee? We're looking for people.
Okay,
You have to be a town resident?
You do.
I'm not a town resident.
that's correct,
I live in the town of Marshfield. I'm in the
Yeah.
village of Plainview.
okay,
Okay.
okay, so was there anything else you want to say about the Bennett Cemetery
Well,
specifically?
I just generally, cemeteries have tended to be forgotten,
Yeah,
like the Bennett Cemetery. And I think there's also the Sewell's White Cemetery. I think it used to set right where your town garage is. It's been gone for a long time, but that Samuel, they called him Sewell, Samuel's White, served in the Revolution. He was in the Revolutionary military for 6 years during that period, and he's completely forgotten. He was buried there in that cemetery, it's gone now.
that's where the new town garage is?
Yeah, I think so. Well, that's one of my memory of it. Did anybody know where there's a cemetery on Upton Road?
I can research it.
It's on a trail, it's on a trail, it's behind Rick Hopkins' house,
Oh, okay,
up in a field of it.
Does that cemetery still exist?
Yeah, so there's a white picket fence around it.
Really?
Yep.
Well, then Samuel or Sewell White,
I believe.
there's one on Wheeler Road too,
yes, it's Wheeler, well, that's,
Yeah.
that's Benjamin Ingalls Wheeler and his family.
Yeah.
I know about that one, and this Bennett one, and, of course, you've got the Pike Cemetery and, yeah, but in any case, the cemeteries are in danger of being completely forgotten, and they go back to the woods right off, and we need to remember our past. And
Yep.
the cemeteries is an important part of it.
okay?
And if anybody wants to know about the genealogy of Washington County, give me a call, because I've been doing genealogy for 50 years, and I've got a good start on the genealogy of Washington County. I
Okay.
put 18,000 names in Family Tree Maker. And I'm familiar with Family Search, so anybody that's interested in that stuff.
Yeah.
Give me a call and I'll work with your committee
Okay,
to.
Yep.
We'll renovate the Bennett.
well, we have to talk to the landowner first,
Yes,
right?
but, yeah,
But our plan would be to do something there, at least cut down the trees and make it more visible and establish some sort of fence around it. That's what I'd like to see.
yeah, that's correct. That's within the rules,
Yeah.
really.
Correct.
And, that would be a wonderful thing to do.
That's what I think too.
And what we've done is we provided it like we did it, well, we've done it at the Doty Cemetery.
Mhm.
We put concrete posts up and just
Yeah.
used a plastic
Right,
frame
yeah,
between them.
Yeah.
That it's reasonably inexpensive, except they've got probably $200 a piece for those posts.
yeah,
But then that's gonna leave that cemetery being marked for a
Correct.
long time.
Okay, well, we gotta move on. We got a hearing scheduled for 6:30, so we're gonna have to continue our meeting after the hearing.
I move to adjourn the meeting to, after the hearing that's commencing now,
Probably the informational meetings.
the informational meeting. Okay, you're right.
Yeah.
So I move to adjourn the meeting until the end of the informational meeting, which is about to commence.
Perfect. We need a motion?
I just made one,
Yeah, but we lost a second.
right?
Second.
Okay,
Thank you.
all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye, it's good to have to do that.
I move to take up the continuation of the earlier select board meeting.
Perfect.
I second it.
Joe seconded it. And all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Okay, we're back in the meeting. All right, so, consideration of adoption of town road and bridge standards. That, here somewhere. There we go. Well, that's. Here we go.
So I do have a question on this. So we do have standards for new roads to be built in town already that have always met state standards. Are these different standards than we've had in the past?
So this is updated. And so we only need to sign pages 1 and 2. The major change to the standard applies to section 5, drainage crossings.
Drainage crossing,
Yeah.
I thought they already had that minimum of 18 inches.
We do. And that's why I can't understand why that our standards would change because we already have adopted this.
But don't we have to sign it every year? Isn't this just an annual thing?
Yeah,
Not that I'm aware of.
annually
Yeah.
sign the state standards.
That's mine
And
too.
the state's telling us that section 5 changed.
Okay.
Guthrie said if we don't sign it, then we have to come up with our own.
Yeah,
I get that.
make a committee to do that.
No.
Okay, I'll make a motion to adopt this.
I'll second that.
Okay, we got a second. Any further discussion about the road and bridge standards? Not hearing any? All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Here to have it, do have it. Whew. Treasurer report, monthly 2025 financials for October, November, December.
Good night. Thank you.
Good night, Michael.
Yes, good night.
See you later.
See you a week from tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll see you later. Nothing extraordinary report. We're in good financial position. We've got a good audit. Made an amendment. So there is a new investment policy. That's the different item.
This was recommended by our auditor.
Yeah.
External auditor.
Yep, yep.
I'll make a motion to adopt the new, the change to allow treasury bills to be, for the town to be able to invest in treasury bills in addition to the CDs and.
It's called a permitted investment. When you do it, it's a new
Sure.
investment that's permitted.
Okay, I second the motion to adopt the investment policy dated February 18th, 2026, just like Scott said.
Yeah.
Just like Carl said.
Oh, Scott, I tried to say. Okay, you made the motion?
No, Scott made the motion.
Oh,
I made the motion.
Yeah, I'm confused.
It was confusing.
Yes.
With the normal Carl revision
Any
accurately.
more discussion about the addition to the investment policy, the
The-
new permitted use?
Yeah. It's just, yeah.
Yes, that's all it is.
Yeah.
Any discussion? Not hearing any? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it. The ayes appear to have it, they do pass. Okay, so no questions on the financials for October, November, December?
No.
It sounds like everything's status quo. Nothing's been red flagged. Okay, anything, you have any comment on that, Jen?
Everything's in line and we're good.
Okay,
I just want to point out that the draft that we approved is dated February 18th, as we said in the motion. But at some point on the policy itself, it needs to say that it's approved February 23rd, 2026.
Okay.
No records.
the next thing that we have are warrants. We have the town administrator report. Maybe the town administrator could start talking while we pass around the warrants.
Sure. So for the CDBG-DR grant, we have completed a draft RFP that's ready, that could be posted. We're estimating March 16th. We have to upload award conditions to the GEARS application, and those are due March 16th. We have most of them done already, except for the MOUs for the abutting properties who are interested in participating in in doing this master plan for Orchard Valley and abutting properties. So they have to allow access to their properties and need to sign an MOU if they are interested in participating. So we'll need to collect that.
Yeah, so the MOUs, are they signed on both sides? So is the select board also signing off on them?
This is something we might need Jim's help to draft.
Yeah, but I would think if the town is entering into a memorandum of understanding with another party, the select board would be the body to sign off on that.
Okay, I'll
I
follow
would
up
think.
with Jim.
So that sound right to you?
Yeah,
And then for the
Pretty sure.
MPG grant, we also have a draft RFP. That's pretty much ready to go. A couple final edits, but we could post it this week or next week. And then we're still recruiting for positions, 2 DRB members for cemetery committee, 1 solid Vermont Solid Waste Management Board backup needed, and 1 board member for the Four Corners Schoolhouse. And that's it.
Thank you.
that's it. That's it.
Would you like a motion?
It's anticlimactic.
And climactic. Might be anticlimactic too.
Yeah.
You guys flying down to Florida, that's it.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Who knows? Anything else? Do you have anything else to talk about?
I think Scott is on.
Yeah, I
No,
know
I'm-
Scott.
No, looking forward to seeing you guys in person next week.
Oh, you're coming back? Or
Yeah,
town meeting?
I'm coming back Monday morning. I'll be there for select board and town meeting.
We'll hold some snow for you.
Thank you. I'll carpool with you.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Would you like my normal motion?
That's what I thought you were gonna say, and I was putting it
Motion to adjourn, Mr. Chair.
I'll second that.
Thank you, Tom.
Yeah, just a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Hi.
Thank you.
Take care, everybody.
Aye.